Hello guys and welcome back to Always United, the channel where we bring you guys the latest Manchester United news, and today we've got another update for you guys regarding Manchester United's exit list, the players who are going to leave the club very soon, and of course the alternatives that Man United heads have in mind. As summer transfer window has begun, many players have been linked to Manchester United naturally, and what we try to do on the channel is to gather the most reliable news from sources that have proven trustworthy lately, because we don't want you guys to waste your time on fancy rumors that never are going to end up happening. This video has taken a lot of effort and time, and I've tried to bring updates on the names that have been mentioned the most and are more important to the team. Make sure to stick with me until the end. Let's kick off this video by talking about the strikers and our attacking options for next season. This position is of significance to Erik ten Hag next season, since we're going to compete in many tournaments naturally, most important of which are Premier League and Champions League. First off, let's talk about the situation of Anthony Martial, a player who we suspected on the channel from a couple of months ago would be on Man United's exit list, and it has become a reality apparently. According to Daily Mail, Manchester United is not going to provide Anthony Martial with another window of opportunity, and the player is listed on Man United's departure list. Personally speaking, I can't help but feel sorry for Anthony Martial's career at Man United, since every time that it felt like he was picking up his career and he was living up to his full potential, an injury came along and ruined the whole momentum the player had built. It seems like both Anthony Martial and Wout Weghorst will have to continue their careers somewhere else. Now, I personally think that unfortunately as fans, we're going to suffer the whole summer in order to find out about our new striker, since we're going to run out of options pretty soon, and it is an unpredictable situation. The alternatives for this position used to be Harry Kane, Victor Osimhen, and Rasmus Hojland. Let's talk about each one individually. Now, when it comes to Harry Kane, it is highly unlikely that a move to Manchester United would happen this summer. Tottenham doesn't want to sell the player. It is very simple and plain. Many sources have confirmed that Daniel Levy doesn't want to sell the player either. As of now, Harry Kane's situation at Tottenham is complicated, and it will get even more complicated if he doesn't extend his contract. I can see a scenario where he joins Manchester United next summer for free, and I think even then, Harry Kane's transfer to Man United heavily relies on Mbappe's potential transfer to Madrid. By the way, we have made a video about it. If you guys are interested, you can check it out. So now that Harry Kane's transfer is out of the window, we are naturally left with the next best player, who is Victor Osimhen. According to Fabrizio Romano, both Manchester United and PSG have shown interest in Victor Osimhen, but the catch is the price for Osimhen. Reportedly, Napoli have asked £150 million for Osimhen, and taking into account the transfer budget Erik ten Hag has his hands on, Victor Osimhen isn't a possibility for now for Man United. The player's price is undoubtedly astronomical at the moment, and Manchester United cannot afford that kind of price as long as Glazers are in charge. Reportedly, Erik ten Hag's summer transfer window is only £140 million, and it could be a little bit more if some players such as Anthony Martial is sold, which we'll have to wait and see what happens. Now, if something of importance happens with Manchester United takeover, and let's say Qatar hypothetically become the new owners of Man United's summer transfer budget could be altered. However, for now, Erik ten Hag has to face the harsh reality. By the way, for more details on Qatar Manchester United takeover, check out this video. So considering everything that we have talked about so far, the situation only leaves us with Rasmus Hojland, and reportedly Atlanta has asked a number between 60 to 75 million pounds for the player. I think for now, Man United are not going to make a concrete move for Hojland in case something drastic happens with Harry Kane and Tottenham. Regardless, let us know which striker you want to see play for Man United next season. Next up, let's talk about midfielders. Players such as Scott McTominay and Fred are both on the verge of leaving the club, as we also reported to you guys previously. Now, the priority signing for Man United is still Mason Mount. As you guys might have heard on the news as well, Man United's first bid for Mason Mount, which offered Chelsea £40 million, was rejected by the club, but that is not the end of the story. Pochettino is trying to convince him to stay, but the player is determined to move to United. Reportedly, Manchester United have convinced the player, and nothing is going to change his mind. What's more is that Man United's second bid is coming. According to Fabrizio Romano, Manchester United will propose their second offer for the player in the coming week, and it's going to be close to Chelsea's £70 million asking price. With the potential arrival of Mason Mount, there will be no room for players such as Fred or Scott McTominay to shine. I can see a scenario where Fred stays, but McTominay has already been linked with Everton, and we'll have to wait and see what happens. Moises Caicedo, who was at some point a potential target for Man United, is being linked with Chelsea now. Though there were rumors about the player in Manchester United, the player has never been contacted by Man United and now is in advanced talks to join Chelsea. Reportedly, Brighton is asking £100 million for the player, and there is no way that he would join Man United with that kind of price. Another player that has been linked to United is Declan Rice. Alongside Man United, Arsenal and Bayern Munich have also expressed interest in the player, but it seems that he's not a priority for now for Ten Hag. I should also mention that Declan Rice's situation is still up in the air. Nothing has been decided yet, contrary to what some of the news outlets are claiming flaming regarding the player with Arsenal or Bayern Munich. With that being said, it looks like the only priority Ten Hag has had from the beginning has been Mason Mount, and we should expect to hear more about Mount in the next week or so. Before we move on, hit that like button if you found this video informative so far. A lot of effort, guys, went into making this video, and liking it would be the best form of supporting the channel. We would really appreciate it. Next up, let's touch on a player who has been said might leave the club for some time. That's right, we're talking about Mason Greenwood. Well, it is official now. Mason Greenwood is part of Manchester United's retained list and is going to participate potentially with the team during the preseason era. I don't want to repeat myself, guys. We've made a video recently about his latest situation where I've dived into the situation. You guys can definitely check it out. Now, let's talk about David Degea. As you guys know my stance by now, I've made up my mind for some time, and I've told you guys that I don't think David Degea should be the #1 goalkeeper next season. And Man United's extension offer to Degea is also an indication of that. Now, according to the Mirror, Degea is going to leave Manchester United sometime in the summer. The player has not yet reached an agreement with the club, and the biggest reason might be his pay cut. Rather than earning £200,000 weekly, he will have to settle for £75,000, and it looks like that considering the new offers he has received from Saudi Arabia, he might be part of Man United's exit list. We will update you guys when new information surfaces online, but for now, let us know how you feel about Degea leaving Man United. As far as alternatives are concerned, David Raya and Inter Milan's Onana are the latest goalkeepers having been linked with the United. For now, no negotiations have been made with both goalkeepers. Time will tell what happens. Moving on, let's talk about defenders, and Harry Maguire is the first name that naturally pops to our heads. It's a no-brainer that fans want him gone, but the player's reluctancy is proving to be problematic. As per caicedo, there is a strong chance that Harry Maguire leaves Old Trafford on loan this summer. The report states that he has been offered to Inter Milan and Juventus, however, the clubs are not interested in the player right now. So those are the latest reports about the player. Varane, Martinez, and Lindelof are going to stay for sure, but best case scenario is that Man United can sell Harry Maguire so that a player like Kim Min-jae can join the club. I don't think Kim's transfer happens as long as Man United is not sure of selling Harry Maguire, since we might not be able to afford paying both players. It's just not wise financially to do that. But as I said, Kim Min-jae is an alternative. Now, according to Fabrizio Romano, Bayern are now the favorites, but at the same time, the player has not yet reached a final decision, and Manchester United are still in the race for the player. We could hijack the player, it is not impossible, but for now, Bayern Munich are considered the favorite ones. Interestingly enough, rumors have linked Man United with a left back, AC Milan left back Theo Hernandez. Some reports state that Man United heads see Hernandez as the perfect candidate to strengthen the left back position and are ready to offer $60 million for him. After this rumor surfaced online, Fabrizio Romano provided an update and mentioned that for now it is just a rumor. As far as left backs are concerned, currently we have access to Luke Shaw and Elanga. I can see Man United selling Elanga. In that case, we might make a move for a player like Hernandez, but as I said, as of now it is just a rumor and should be taken with a grain of salt. And that pretty much does it for this video. Our update for Man United's exit list and possible alternatives. Share your thoughts with us, guys. Who do you want to stay and who do you want to be part of Man United's departure list? I'm dying to know your thoughts on the subject matter. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end, guys. If you want to hear more Man United news, here are some suggestions and some videos that might catch your interest. But until next time, it's been a pleasure serving you guys.